Hello friends, hello, and welcome back to Loveland Tarot. I am so happy that you've joined me here. Decided to do a timeless reading today. So I try to post on this channel like a weekly reading on Mondays and then at least another reading sometime during the week. That's a timeless reading. So there's also a timeless readings playlist on the homepage. I'm TAMI Lynn Chambers. This is but one of my channels. It's a little bit new, kind of just starting out. So we'd love for you to support the channel by subscribing, liking the videos. It really does make a difference. My other channel is TLC for the Soul, where we do a little bit more advanced spirituality stuff over there for starseeds, light workers, divine counterparts, twin flames. So you can check those out. And then I have another channel for my books that I write. I do storytelling and so forth over there. That's my TAMI Lynn Chambers channel. So before we just jump right into a reading today, it's like, I'm going to pick up the camera. I don't really care. There's like a blizzard happening outside. So there's literally a blizzard. It is white because it's white and it's snow. So this is March the 11th. 2023. Again, this is going to be timeless, but up here in good old North Dakota, we're having a blizzard. Oh my gosh, I hope it's the last one. So on this channel too, many interesting things may happen during the reading. It's not just a reading. We may bring in some Reiki. I see someone walking right now on the street. Interesting. They're wearing blue and black. Blue and black. I've already seen someone try to drive out and get stuck and have to have two different people come and pull them out of the snow just right here in front of the house because no snow plow is out right now. It's too early for them to come out. So streets are not plowed. Why does that even matter? So I've got my fun gloves on today and I've got hot chocolate. So I invite you to join me. And I feel like these timeless readings are a little bit more of a slower, kind of longer, relaxed reading. The weekly ones, I tend to go a little bit faster. But these, it's more just a time for you to kind of sit back and relax. The way these usually work too is I do like a collective reading and then I'll pick a card, like all of this kind of at the same time. So we'll see if that's how this works out. So thank you all, whether you're new, whether you're returning, thank you so much for being here. Before we go jump into anything, I want to make sure I wrap us all in love light and light love and invite in the guides who overlight this work, who overlight TLC for the Soul, to join us here. Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael, the Pleiadians. So as I was saying, we may bring in Reiki, we may bring in some shamanic drumming to do some healing. It's whatever we're guided to do as part of the reading. So grab your drink and relax. Today we're going to start out with this card. This is, come on, focus. Focus right here. Focus right here. There we go. This is Close Encounters. This came out this morning and I want to just kind of see where this takes us. I don't have, as of the, what you want to call it, as of me right now, I don't know what this reading is about. I was like, just surprise me. Well, obviously once I post it in the title, we'll know exactly where we're going. But I'm going to get the book out. This is the Oracle of Light and Dreams by Scot Howden. This is probably my most favorite deck. One of my very most favorite decks. I have a new tarot deck coming. I think you guys are really gonna like it. I'm not gonna share until we do a reading with it. So this card, I want the look on the little guy's face. The look on this little creature's face. And she's got that, she's got that like, what is it? That's what I said this morning. When I was taking my dog out, I was like, I think I'm gonna put a helmet on. All this snow. And then what is that? I don't know if it's grapes or what. Okay, so this is at the center of this reading, and the book says curiosity, adventure, wonder, and joy. I was always fascinated by the author, always fascinated by the night sky. Well, me too, the person, and the shining light of distant stars and planets. From the first time that I saw a shooting star, I knew I wanted to become an astronaut. I was eager to voyage through space and explore the wonders of distant worlds. As this brave explorer stands on this beautiful alien world, she is awestruck. The exotic landscape, the varied and colorful plant and wildlife fill her with a sense of wonder and joy. When we acknowledge our inquisitive nature and say yes to opportunities and adventure, we open ourselves to new discoveries and connections that can enrich and fulfill our lives in exciting ways. And the quote is, exploration is really the essence of the human spirit, Frank Borman. I don't know who that is. All right, so we're going to start. We're going to explore with the cards today and see where they want to take us. And the first one that my hands are being drawn to is Loveland Spring Pack. So this is my deck, my creation. So we're going to see what comes out of Loveland Spring Pack to support this being an explorer, diving into new worlds. We've got patience. Patience is not your virtue. When you feel like you're going to tear your hair out, dig deeper and ask for support from your guides. This focus, autofocus thing. So we've got exploring and being adventurous, but we've got patience. So it's like, where are we being led? And I'm going to pull from the bottom of the deck because they're showing me, we get these same cards a lot on this channel. We've got 3 choices. So Emily didn't want to choose. She loved all her horses equally, but the universe was forcing her hand which horse would get to stay at Loveland Ranch. So there's choices to make, but there's patience that's being required. Okay, let me pick up Pleiadian Power. All right, this is also my creation, my deck, Pleiadian Power. If you like any of these decks, I do sell them through the Game Crafter. It's just, you know, if you want to just take a look at them, it's up to you. Everything I talk about that are links to anything are always in the show notes, the description for this show. You know me and my shuffling on camera. So we've got things are speeding up now. Well, that is nothing new, right? We knew that. Even though this reading is timeless, there's a lot of astrology happening within the next month or so. The time of year that it is, kind of going into Aries season where things are starting to speed up. This also came out, where was I? I don't know which readings I do now. I do so many of them. I do so many videos where I was like, how can things be speeding up now, but also needing to be slowing down too with the patience card? How can you have two things happening, have these two things kind of happening at the same time? And why? Why is there that need to do that? So they want me to go to Spring Fling. And this is also my deck. This is my newest deck. This is out for the spring here in the Northern Hemisphere. This is a 91 card tarot / oracle deck. I'm going to draw from Spring Fling and talk about what's with the choices, the options, the slowing down, the speeding up, the exploring. What does all this mean? So it's these cards right here. We'll put that there. All right, we have 3 cards. We have Don't Let Me Go. So this is the card that kind of started the whole deck. It was actually a song by Billy Squier. I like this turtle. Hold on. They told me earlier this was going to be a love reading, but I don't know. I'm still kind of waiting to confirm that that's actually so. I'm going to pull the camera back just a little bit more. And so the Dig Deeper stone is wanting to come into the reading. The next card we got is New Moon, Plant the Seed. I think that goes over here with this. And then we got the Magician card. This is some Major Arcana. Following your intuition, working through a higher power to realize your goals and dreams. Even patience through this reading, because I feel like I'm just being taken, yeah, they're leading me to that song, The Long and Winding Road. That's a Beatles song, right? The Long and Winding Road. Which is about patience and you planting the seeds of what you want and you manifesting things. And what's this Don't Let Me Go song? Let me see if I can find the lyrics. Because they're leading me to... Don't let me go. Don't let me go. The lyrics. Over and over. Oh my gosh, this is just what we're talking about. Over and over, wandering through the years. Life is a diamond. Love, this is a really nice song. Love is a trail of tears. Sometimes I want you. Sometimes I want to fly. I know when I find you. No one can stop me now. Break you. Don't let me go. Don't let me go. Watching the seasons. Can't let you pass me by. Turning the pages. Why do we have to lie? You are the reason. Yours are the final eyes. Final eyes, not finalize. And when I hold you, no one can touch me now. Never want to say goodbye. Never want to make you cry. I never want to see you go. Now every time I close my eyes, you're the one who makes me realize. Don't let me go. So this was the song for me that I don't know how it inspired the deck. I think it was just, a lot of times it happens, I'm listening to a song and I got inspired to make the card. And the card is supposed to have like a little heart here, but every time I printed it, it was just like a little tiny orb instead, like right there. Kind of like someone's watching out for you, but you can't see them right now. So let's see, let's get some clarity on what's going on here. I'm going to pull out my handmade deck, Labyrinth of Dragonshire. See where this timeless reading is going. What spirits, what do you want these people to know? I kind of like we're all over the place with like multiple messages. I got two cards. I got Skeletal, which is usually what's going on. This is my hand-drawn deck that I started, Happenstance Oracle, but this is usually what's going on when there's like ascension symptoms happening, things coming down, like solar rays and stuff, solar rays and solar flares and all that are affecting the physical body. But it also came in with the E card, which is, it's not over till it's over. Or is it? Only the heart knows. So I think you're feeling a multitude of things. If we just go with the premise that Spirit said this is a love reading, they just said finally. Because they always laugh at me because I say I kind of avoid doing love readings. If we go into the premise that this is a love reading and we say that there's kind of this someone in your field, kind of like a secret admirer type thing, kind of looking out for you, I think you've been manifesting this person. You've planted the seeds. Things are starting to speed up now towards this manifestation, but you feel like with the Patience card, like nothing's really happening. Although I think now, guides are so funny. I think with this Skeletal card, that what this is pointing to here is like you feel them in your field. You feel them like body, heart, and soul. You feel them, their energy, even though you can't see them, even though they're like this little orb that's just watching you, like their 5D self is just watching you. This person cannot let you go. This person cannot stop thinking about you. This person is, I think, also manifesting you at the same time. And these three choices are kind of this back and forth in the energy that's causing things to slow down. This back and forth about, you know, I want to do that. That energy of like, I want to do this, but I'm not sure. Like, what will this person say if I reach out to them? So I feel like the other person, whoever it is the one that's kind of wanting to reach out to you, but they're not sure. So now I'm kind of getting, the title of this reading is like, you have a secret admirer kind of a thing. I don't know exactly where that's going, but there's a secret admirer that wants to reach out to you type situation. So I'm going to grab my deck, Twin Hearts. This is also my creation. Let's just see what else is going on with this person who wants to reach out to you, but it's got this push-pull. You're being asked to be patient. I think you both are manifesting each other. And I said more and more my work was going to be shifting, and I was going to start working with divine counterpart unions more and more. And I guess this is just, every time I turn around, this is just where I'm being led. So I just have to embrace that. So what's going on here? So we got, yes, this relationship defies explanation. And we see again the third eye. And you can't see who they are. You know who they are by how you feel when you connect with their energy. Now, with these types of unions, these divine counterparts, I call them divine counterparts, but with these types of unions, you feel the energy of this other individual long before you ever see the 3D evidence of this person. You know what they feel like. You know when they're around you based, and I'm just seeing, I love you. My door, there's a door kind of back here in the back here. And when I moved into this house, I think, I've only been here about a year. I don't know whose room this was, but these people had like a lot of kids or a daycare or something. But the kids kind of scratched or wrote into the door like, I love you. So it's an I, a heart, and a you. I love you. So you're just now seeing that. And so let's get back. What was I saying? You feel this person, and hence the other card that came out then is this dance for me, this sensuality, this this passion, this desire that you feel whenever you connect with the energy of this person. And it's not just a physical passion. I mean, it is too, but it's just like this passion that kind of defies explanation. It's just a feeling that you will never have with anybody else type feeling. And that's how you know that it's this person's energy. So what else do we want to say about that? I'm going to pick up the Gill Tarot. So this is the Gill. I do use other decks that aren't my decks, right? This is the Gill Tarot. Let's see what else we want to say here, because then we're going to get some advice for you. Yeah. So we got the Emperor card from the Gill Tarot. So there's a lot of fire, a lot of desire, a lot of passion. This person, it feels like a very strong divine masculine energy. You know, there's the, what is that? Like a ram or whatever. That little shield they have with the ram. So we've got Aries energy coming in, I think, with that ram. Oh, look at all the volcanoes exploding. So very passionate, very fiery. That's what these types of relationships are. And I feel like what I'm being led to do is kind of, yes, I'm getting big chills, is to help people understand the difference between a divine counterpart union, like a soul flame union, and a relationship that's not that. There's many labels you could put on it. Karmic partner, I don't know, false twin flame. There's so many labels. It's like, I don't want to go there, but it's like all the people that aren't this person, all the relationships that aren't this person, whatever label you want to put on it. I feel like because I understand the difference now, believe me, I have so many experiences now. I understand the difference now. I can talk about the dynamics of both types of things very, very skillfully. So what else do we want to say? Now they want me to do the pick a card. So let me pick up these cards. Let's pick up these cards and do the pick a card. And do a little ASMR. Tap the cards. Because when I'm connecting with this person's energy, I'm going to leave Twin Hearts over there. I'm getting very warm. Whew. Very warm. Okay. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a little pick a card. So they want me to use Spring Fling for the pick a card. We're going to leave this card here too. My house is very old, so as I'm walking around, the floor, I'm upstairs, the floor is moving. The camera was moving a little bit. The floor is creaking. This house is over 100 years old. So that's kind of like this love. This love is many lifetimes old and lifetimes ago. And that is what I will say about these types of relationships too. If you want to kind of understand the difference, if any of you are delving into the past lives of these types of relationships, these are not the karmic ones where there's all this baggage and stuff that happened in past lives that has to be cleared in this lifetime. These types of soul flame relationships that we're talking about here, that you're kind of coming to understand what this energy is that you've been feeling. These are the ones that happened either off planet and were very high vibe, like a Pleiadian, Lyran, any type of high vibe, planetary starseed environment. That's where these relationships happened, or they were Atlantean or Lemurian. Lemurian is very much so. Lemurian lifetimes. Where everything was more Garden of Eden. And if you step over to the TLC for the Soul channel, you're interested in that, they're all in all my channels, or my featured channels on the home page of this channel. If you're watching on YouTube, this I also load to the TLC for the Soul podcast because folks on the podcast like to listen to these card readings. But in the Lemurian lifetime, again, it was a very high vibe. There wasn't really a lot of karma being incurred. And then there was like this split between you and the other soul, the other counterpart, because you had all of this other karmic lessons to learn, and hence then started the lifetimes in like Egypt, late Atlantean, and on, where, so many experiences there, and clearing weird things that happened. Personal experience, I can share some very weird experiences that happened. About clearing things out of these karmic cycles and patterns and loops that got you stuck, to where maybe now you in this lifetime have spent a lot of time clearing out the detritus, they're saying, of all the things that happened between you and some of these past relationships you've been in this lifetime, to clear out the karmic debt and balance everything out so that you can step out of that loop, out of that karmic loop with some of these souls, and you don't have to go back to doing that anymore. And I very actively, personally have worked with that as well. So you're done with those. That's what you've been doing. And now somewhere in your field, that's what you've been doing or you're going to do. When you start hearing this reading, it could set something in motion that is kind of like you being like, oh yeah, I want that better. I want that thing she's talking about versus the thing I'm in now, or the people or the relationships that I have been attracting. I want that. And that will then, once you realize that's what you want and you are interested in starting that journey, it is, I do have to say, it is not a journey for the, it's definitely a warrior, a journey of, I don't even know what to call it, the love warrior journey. It definitely is a journey. And I don't know if I don't think I'm the only one that's experienced like weird, chaotic stuff going through this healing to get me to where I'm at now for divine soul flame counterpart union. But it's not for the faint of heart. I will just say that. I feel like if you start out with the faint of heart in this journey, you will end up like the strong, badass spiritual warrior. You will, because it will just do that for you. The healing that needs to take place to get you to this place. And I feel like that's what we're needing more on the planet now, as I talk about this. I've talked about this in so much great detail about getting back to the new Lemuria, the new Garden of Eden, where it is that divine counterparts like the Adam and Eve before the fall thing. That's kind of like what we're trying to get to with romantic partnerships now on the planet. Like, not everybody 100%, but we're trying to reach a threshold. We're trying to reach a tipping point where there are so many of these soul flame unions actually in physical 3D union that's going to help really increasingly boost the vibration of the planet even higher. Because when two healed souls who are light warriors, light workers, bringers of the light, whatever, come together in a divine, oh my God, so many chills. Chills is my confirmation from spirit that I'm kind of on the right track. When two souls come together like that in that type of harmonious soul flame counterpart relationship, it's like a starburst happens. Not just orgasmic. When the two souls align and come together, it creates like a quantum jump. I'm trying to explain it like in energetic terms. It's almost like a starburst. So you're on your own, you're like a lighthouse, but when you come into union with your divine counterpart, you're like a starburst, which is like almost like a new star being born. The amount of light that the partnership itself, that the divine counterpart union can hold, is so exponentially stronger than one person alone, that those are going to be our new light brights on the planet. So when I talk about folks being, I haven't even gotten to pick a card yet. When I talk about folks being in different locations on the planet because your soul signature is needed in those locations, when you come into union with this divine counterpart soul and you become this starburst, you're going to be realigned to different areas of the planet that need a big jump in vibration. And so you may find you or the other person relocating to a place that really needs your, so many chills going through my body, that really needs your light. And then those unions are set up kind of like light, bright, making things with light, so that there's this balance of these starbursts all over Gaia, which is going to help her like, ascend even more. So you're helping the planet ascend. So I don't know what the magical quotient number is, but let's get advice for you right now. We're going to do a quick little pick a pile. So this is advice for you. You'll pick your pile. Oh. 1, 2. Oh, there's a card mixed in. 3. 1, 2, 3. And I guess what? Is this our last? This is our final card? Okay. So we'll do it like that. So this is, can you see these? This is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. I'm not going to timestamp on my thing. Maybe I will. Okay, pile 1, your advice. We got Cancer energy. That's a peace sign. Let me get the peace sign. Lots of candies, lots of throat chakra healing. I'm looking at the colors. Some yellows, the solar plexus, a lot of white. And it came out with the crown chakra. Yeah. Your advice is to have faith that this is real. This energy you're feeling is palpable, it's strong, and you're being asked to just be at peace and be at patience with the journey. Like you're already on it, but your big thing right now is learning that this is real. And it's going to take a lot of faith, believe me, it's going to take a lot of faith to realize this is a real thing. This is not your imagination. This was like a reading I just did. This is not your imagination. This is really happening. And the faith is that you will work things out so that you will come back together again. Hence this Cancer energy, like home and hearth and love and all that. Like this is real. And you're going to have faith in divine timing and in source. And in the other individual involved, in your counterpart, that they are going to work themselves back to you somehow. They are doing the work, which will in turn work things out so that they will work their way back to you. So that's your advice. Advice for pile number 2. We got plant the seed, new moon. That's the same card again, and the death card, time for change. This here is you going through the manifestation part of calling this person in. This to me feels like you're the folks that really kind of want this, what I'm talking about. Like, this sounds really great. I would love to be in that type of relationship. But you haven't really done a lot of the work yet. And so these are more of like the just starting out on the journey people, where you're going to plant the seed. Just what I said, you're going to be like, oh, I kind of want what she's talking about. And then you're going to have to go through the soul journey work of this. I'll just kind of call it like journey to the twin heart. Journey to the twin heart. You're going to kind of embark on that journey of the twin heart, and you're going to need, you're probably the pile here that's going to need, no, all the piles, but you're probably the pile, since you're more in the beginning stages, where you're going to need the most, they're saying rah-rah, like cheerleading, the most advice, the most guidance, the most something that will help you stay strong as you embark on this healing journey. So just put this out there. I do this work with clients individually, helping you do the healing that's necessary to get you to where you need to be. And it's multifaceted, it's multi-layered, and it's not like a one thing. Like, this journey is going to take as long as it takes, but it's not going to happen overnight. And if you're just starting the healing towards it, the best thing that you can do, I'm not just touting myself, but the best thing that you can do is find a spiritual teacher and kind of stick with that person and learn and work and heal along with that person. Like, do the healing along with that person as a teacher, so that you don't make the mistakes that maybe that I made. It's like, you can learn from somebody else's, you can learn from your spiritual teachers, quote unquote, nothing is a mistake, but you can learn from their journey, and it will help you move through your journey faster. So find someone you resonate with, and kind of work with that person. And if it is me, play on this channel, but I do invite you over to TLC for the Soul Boost. We go a little bit deeper into some of these things over there. And then if you feel like it, you don't have to, but there are private sessions as well. Any links to everything, if that sounds like what you are interested in, are in the show notes. But the goal is to get people there. So Spirit is lifting those of us up that know how to do this work, so we can help others get there. So that's what we're here for. All right, if you're group 3, you got the Magician. These are the same cards I shuffled. And so into you, dream big dreams. All right, I feel like, yes, I'm getting chills already. I haven't even said anything yet. I feel like you are the group that's the closest to coming into union with this divine counterpart. I feel like you're the group that's done pretty much all the healing work. You're the You're Ready group, okay? You're the You're Ready group, and now you are just kind of waiting for the magic to unfold, I guess. So it feels like, in this case, you're in this group where both of you and the other soul have done all the healing. Yes, I'm getting chills. All the healing work that you need to do in order to come into, we're going to call this, I need to put together like a, like definitions, but we're going to call this reunion with this individual. So this is not somebody you've met before. You've met them in the astrals, like you've been dreaming about this person, but this is not somebody you've met before. You have been in like a cocooning stage, doing all this healing stuff, kind of sort of waiting, patiently waiting for this soul to come forward to you, because I do feel like it's the other person going to be reaching out to you. No matter the gender, it doesn't matter. You're the one watching this. You're like the divine feminine, waiting for her divine masculine, and you're being encouraged to keep doing what you're doing. Your manifestation really has already been taken over. Your manifestation is the one that's kind of like, orders getting ready to, they're showing me like your manifestation is the one, like if you put in, you went to a restaurant, you sat down and put in an order, you're the one where the chef in the kitchen is like ringing the bell going ding, ding, order up. And you're just being asked to continue to dream big. When you daydream and you imagine like what your life could be like with this person, it's not just you imagining, it's kind of already taking you down the timeline trail, where this new, yes, I'm getting so many chills, where this new life begins with this other party. And so it's in a sense, it is you using your third eye to imagine what things would be like, but at the same time, it's you already tapping into the new timeline that's been created, and kind of getting, Spirit's letting you get a little glimpse of the future with this person. So you are my closest. You are being the ones that are being asked to like hold the space, stay strong. You're my strong, like you've been through it all, spiritual warrior, and you're just now waiting for divine timing. And if you've been on this journey long enough, you know that we can't get caught up in timing. It just doesn't work. It only like brings your vibration down. But I can say, they're letting me say this, that you're so close now that you're being allowed to see glimpses of the future timeline with that person. That means both parties, both souls, are fully healed and fully committed to moving forward together. So many chills. And I'm getting chills like all down my divine masculine side of my body. So that your divine masculine is fully committed to moving this forward. And you are being asked to hold the space for them to come forward and to continue to tap into that timeline stream, because the more you do, the more it bolsters your confidence, and the more that your divine masculine feels confident in moving forward too, because they can feel your energy. And you guys are like, you're the group that's all very like telepathically connected. Not that the other groups aren't, but they're not there. They're not quite there yet. The other groups are kind of like more like just feeling out they're kind of like more in the beginning to the middle stage. You guys are at the end of this thing. And so you've done everything you need to do. So you're just being asked to hold the space and just trust that all is well. And the evidence right now for you from Spirit that all is well and that this is moving forward is you continuing to get confirmation, signs, serendipities, synchronicities from your divine masculine that things are moving forward. You are seeing this, this timeline that is for you both taking shape now. So whereas before, so many chills. So whereas before you were a little foggy, like, I don't know what the future looks like. I know this person's coming, like, because you're to the point now, like, I know this person's coming, but I don't know what the future looks like. And now you're being you're being led to see those future timelines to where you could say like, well, 6 months from now, maybe where am I going to be? And you're going to, if you daydream on that a little bit, you're going to tap into what 6 months from now might look like moving forward with your divine counterpart. So that is a big gift from Spirit to you now because you've earned it. They said you've done so much work. You've earned that gift of being able to have that foresight and be able to see. All right, groups. So let's pull our final card. Yeah, so you're just being asked, all of you, if you got this far, are being asked to just stay peaceful. My light totally changed in here too. You're being asked to stay peaceful. As the beings of Loveland looked on, all they could ever want or need was right before their eyes. Peace within you, peace all around you. You are truly blessed. Just stay peaceful. I'm putting it over here, so it's kind of pile 3, but you're just being asked to stay in your heart space, stay peaceful, knowing that all is well. All is well, and you're divinely taken care of. All right, let me just check in. Is there anything else we want to do? All right, so they're saying that is all. They are complete. So I want to thank you all so much for joining me here for these messages, and we will talk to you all again soon. Take care.